This is Trinidad and Tobago, and this is Boys Life.
Nice.
Hello everyone, this is Boys Life Live from the Jamboree. I'm Maggie McCulloch, a venturer from Crew 425 in Irving, Texas.
And I'm Sean Foy, an Eagle Scout from New Jersey.
We are live from the Summit Bechtel Reserve in the wonderful West Virginia, where we just finished another awesome day of the National Jamboree.
One note before we get started, be sure to leave your comments on this video and we'll read some of them live at the end of the show. Now, to our feature story tonight. The BSA has been producing astronauts since the beginning of the space program.
The first man to walk on the moon, of course, was Eagle Scout Neil Armstrong.
For a look at what the future of NASA looks like, we caught up with the Chief Technology Officer, Douglas Terrier.
I'm a Chief Technologist at NASA, and what that means is that I work with the administrator and the leadership to decide how we're going to invest our money to create new technologies to enable us to explore deeper into space and to have the maximum impact here on Earth. I was one of those kids that grew up in the 60s, and a lot of things were going on at that time in my life, but when I was about 8 years old, I saw the Apollo moon landing. And I actually grew up in a rural setting in the interior of a little island called Jamaica. And not a lot of exposure to technology or even a lot of exposure to world affairs and stuff. But I saw that and it was immediately crystallized in my mind that I want to do that because that's cool. That's the coolest thing I've ever seen. And I also wanted to be part of that team because it's the coolest team I've ever seen. And then about 15 years ago, I joined NASA, and I'm fortunate I've been able to take that experience and been able to contribute on this team, which is just the most amazing job in the world. I had a chance to talk to a bunch of scouts earlier today, and I think there's total alignment. The teamwork, the leadership, integrity, not just reward, but require in our team members. It's a fundamental part of our organization. And that's one of the things I'm most proud of, is that we're proud of NASA and its technology, but we're even more proud of the team and the value that we place on the team members. There have been about 360 people that have flown in space for the United States, and more than half of them have been scouts. Well, I just want to say I've learned a lot just being here today, and this is my first time being at a Jamboree. I am so impressed, so humbled by the great work that the Boy Scouts of America is doing in preparing that next generation of leaders for our country. And I am, as I said, super excited about the opportunity that's ahead of us, and I'm super confident that we will continue to see American leadership in science and technology because of the great young people that we're growing through organizations like the Boy Scouts of America.
Thank you very much, Douglas. It was a pleasure to talk.
Thank you.
It's fun, it's frantic, and it's unlike anything most scouts have ever tried.
Maggie and I went in search of some scouts who were on a roll.
Literally.
What's beautiful about it is they have the 3 yellow trainers you might see, and they basically slow down. They're like a paddle. They slow down the key lock so that it can roll slower and slower, and then as you take them off, it rolls faster and faster, so it really flattens out that learning curve and really makes it so anyone can try it.
That's awesome. So what else are you guys doing here at the Jamboree?
Oh yeah, we're here just to get the Boy Scouts to try out the key log, hopefully take it back and get their Scoutmasters to want to buy key logs and put them at their scout camps, and really just introduce it more to scouts and the scouting industry nationally. We have over 500 logs nationwide, and then at least 7 worldwide. So it's a growing sport, and that's what we want to do. We really want to grow the sport using the key log.
And anybody can do this, right? Even beginners?
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, I started just a couple years ago, and so I've just been rolling just for fun in the summers, because I'm from Charlotte, North Carolina, so we have the Southeast and an outdoor pool. So I don't really get to do it during the winters. But using this key log, you can become a really proficient key log roller, and even just log rolling in general. And there's examples of an adult learning and becoming a professional. So
that's awesome. Where are you guys located at here?
Yeah, so we're headquartered out of Minneapolis, Minnesota, But a couple of guys that are with me are from Wisconsin and Minnesota, and so we have key log rolling instructor trainers all over the country, some in Alabama, some in Illinois, so Ohio.
And here at the Jamboree, where are you located?
Oh, yeah, so we're here right next to the Boulder Cove, right next to the climbing wall, and across from Water Reality, so the big lake. I'm not sure what the name of the lake is. Yeah.
Well, awesome. Thank you very much. Nice to see you. Excited to see you roll.
Absolutely. Thank you so much.
From logs you roll to logs you carve.
Sean and I went to go check out the National Eagle Scout Association totem pole at the NISA tent.
Okay, NISA has asked me to come in and carve a scout pole. The concept of the pole has a lot to do with the way we teach things in scouting. You start out by showing them something, telling them something, demonstrating it, and then they do it, they practice it, and the scouts will get to come in and help carve that. These guys are discussing and making their plan for the next day down here at the bottom. Up here is the next day, climbing up this rock, working, learning, and practicing what they've been taught. So the two scouts at the top, one of them is assisting the other with a difficult climb. And then the very top of the pole is an eagle that was inspired by the live eagle that's here on site in 2013.
It is outstanding. Meet these kids from all over the country and just checking on their experience here. It's great.
Can't really add much to that because Bill just said it, just about all of it. We're here for the boys and helping them learn.
Throughout the Jamboree, Scouts have been recording video reports of their experiences. The first of these Super Scout stories comes from Joseph Peterson and Deggery Day, aka Shades, from Wyoming.
Here's the report on rafting and the Big Zip.
Hello, I am Joseph from Windy, Wyoming.
And hello, I'm Deg, but my friends know me as Shades. And I'm from the Cowboy State.
The best thing that I've enjoyed here at the Jamboree is the whitewater rafting. To me, it's a big change from my peaceful and calm rivers in Wyoming to the fast-moving rapids of the New River Gorge. What caught my attention along the river is that everything was green. It's so different from the knee-high sagebrush of southwestern Wyoming.
The best thing that I've enjoyed at the Jamboree was the Big Zip. I gotta tell you, it was pretty breathtaking. In Wyoming, there aren't any zip lines that can compare to the one here at the Jamboree. While it took us about an hour to get to the Big Zip launch point, it was completely worth it. The speed, the view, the height, made all the long wait pay off. When I was all strapped up, all snug, ready to be shoved off, I was apprehensive because I am very deathly afraid of heights. But I overcame my fear. Now I really want to go again.
On my hike to Garden Grove Mountain, I encountered some scouts from Uruguay.
It's pronounced Uruguay.
Oh, sorry. I encountered some scouts from Uruguay. They taught me a little bit about their culture, traditions, customs, and their way of scouting.
When I was also on Garden Grove Mountain with my troop, we came across some Peruvian adventurers. I went into a discussion with the young women about Peru's geography and layout, and I discussed Wyoming's distinct winters and our clear, big skies.
I'm Joseph Peterson, an Eagle Scout with Troop 67.
I'm Deggery Day, a Star Scout working on my Eagle with Troop 83 and 42.
And as we say in our state,
Giddy up, cowboy!
At a national jamboree, you'll never know what you'll find.
Callie Copeland walked into the wild side to check out the Jamboree's bird calling competition.
This is my attempt at a wild turkey call.
No, I don't. I'm gonna do a duck. Quack, quack.
Okay. I have no idea what the name of this bird is.
Okay.
Probably have a named bird.
Next up, it's Blake Dasher from Delaware, who tells us about his favorite Jamboree activity.
Hi, my name is Blake Dasher. Here at the Jamboree, my favorite activity is the canopy tours, where you get strapped in and ride several zip lines over a forest. while I'm zipping along 100 feet above the ground. Well, that scared me at first. I thought maybe I could calm down a little bit, but I didn't. I was frightened all the way, but boy was it fun. My dream right now is to become an Eagle Scout. On my way to becoming an Eagle Scout, I earned a rare merit badge here at the Jamboree. It was movie making. We learned lessons on how to properly compose a shot, how to make sure there's enough light on a subject. We were also taught the techniques on and proper use of zooms and pans. There are all aspects of making a video that I never knew before, and I'm grateful to have learned. I'm Blake Dasher, First Class Scout from Troop 249 in Seaford, Delaware.
Base Camp Foxtrot brings together scouts and venturers from across the country and all around the world.
In this next segment, you'll hear from scouts who came from to the summit from Taiwan, Saudi Arabia, and even Minnesota.
I'm with Contingent 5280 out of Northern Star Council. That's Minnesota, and we're here in Foxtrot.
My name is Dr. Ghanem Saad Al Ghanem. I come from the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. أنا دكتور غانم سعد الغانم من المملكة العربية السعودية.
My name is Jonathan Kern, and my name is Anthony. I'm Daniel. We're all from Taiwan, and we're number F316. Yeah, maybe, probably.
My name is Ryle Cardenas.
And I'm Van Villanueva. We're from the Philippines. Come on, it's Jamboree! It's Jamboree!
How about we hear from some more scouts? Here's Jackson Falls from Arizona with a look at the fun and the challenges of the Jamboree.
Hi, I'm Jackson Falls from Troop 820 in Phoenix, Arizona. My Jamboree has both been physically and mentally challenging and a good time. Some of my challenges are being away from home and missing my 2 baby sisters and my dog. But the awesome parts are being here and camping and having some of the best times of my life with my troop and my peers. My favorite part of Jamboree so far has been spending time with my dad and at the Thrasher Mountain BMX tracks. The BMX tracks are thrilling because I can do tricks off the jumps and I get to go on the insane shaft track because I am good at what I do. I have been doing BMX for about half a year and I got into this by watching my favorite YouTube videos and having other people help me out with cool tricks. I still want to do the big zip while I'm here and hit high gear mountain bike course. I would also like to complete my 10 merit badges so I can play football. It was an agreement with my parents. Jamboree so far has been exciting with patch trading and doing many activities. The summit really loves its scouts and I'm sure the staff loves the scouts too. I'm Star Scout Jackson Falls from Phoenix, Arizona, reporting for Boys Life Live.
Mix lasers and targets and you get laser shot.
Maggie and I went to find out why this Jamboree event has lines out the door.
Hey, my name is Art Scott. I'm the director of the Crafton Sportsman's Complex, and we're here at the Skill Center where we have laser shot, which we have 10 bays where the kids have an exciting time. They get 10 minutes to engage simulated targets with infrared lasers, pistols, rifles, shotguns. They've been having a blast, and they keep score so they can compete with their buddies and be bragging about what they've done in here. What we like about it is because it teaches the basics of firearms and firearm safeties, the 5 fundamentals of how to properly shoot a firearm, and then we can go into the barrels, and then they can immediately be successful with the pistol, rifle, or the shotgun. So this is really neat. We appreciate Mr. Crafton for donating this facility, and without his generous donation, him and his families, the boys here at Jamboree and the rest of the years during the season of the summit, they would have this wonderful opportunity to train with this outstanding state-of-the-art system. Thank you so much, Mr. Crafton.
They don't agree on their favorite moment of the Jamboree, but they do agree that the Jamboree is awesome.
Here's Caleb Lavelle and Michael Strunk from Pennsylvania with their report.
Hello, I'm Caleb Lavelle from northeastern Pennsylvania.
And I'm Michael Strunk from the same area. My favorite time here at the Jamboree was meeting astronaut Mike Fossum at the Sea Scout tent. He's the first astronaut I've ever met, and he told us about his experiences at the space station. The neat thing about Mr. Fossum is that he's an Eagle Scout, and he challenged me to become an Eagle Scout, and I accepted his challenge.
Well, meeting an astronaut is cool, Mike. My favorite part has been meeting all the scouts from across America. So far, I've met scouts from Minnesota, Georgia, and Washington State. We traded patches, and that was cool. What I found out is that we have a lot in common, even though we're from different parts of the country.
For both of us, this has been our first Jamboree, and we'd like to thank all the volunteers and staff who have given up their time for us.
I'm Caleb Lavelle. I'm a Life Scout with Troop 1 in Honesdale, Pennsylvania.
And I'm Michael Strunk from Troop 281 in Dallas, Pennsylvania.
It's time to check out the comments section to see what you're saying about our show.
Ooh, what's the word, Brian?
Well, everybody's liking the show. Hannah Lore says, shout out to crew 5290 and can't wait to hear about the Jamboree when everybody gets back from that crew.
You better tell it 5290.
Next up, we've got Jenny, who is excited to finally watch live. So I guess she's been watching a lot. You can watch the show anytime, right?
Yeah, afterwards.
Hey, Jenny.
So Jenny's live. Hey, Jenny.
Hey, Jenny.
And last but not least is Donovan, who says a shout out to Troop 4209, who did their day of service today. So
oh, that's fantastic.
That's awesome.
Each troop does a day of service.
They do a
right?
day of service.
Absolutely.
That's correct. Thanks, Brian. And that's our show for tonight.
We'll leave you with a great slideshow from our very special editor, Serena Heck. For now, I'm Sean Ford.
And I'm Maggie McCulloch. We'll see you tomorrow night. Until then, have a San Frantastic night.